DETV Go. So DETV Go stands for Data Enabled Television Go! And the idea behind the Go is we really want to make this as easy as possible. Just as so many wonderful apps on the mobile world have made so many things like ordering groceries and arranging for travel so easy, we believe the ability to bring up to 60,000 beyond age and gender targetable segments to linear TV planning, trading, and execution should be just as easy as it is to go online and buy a concert ticket today to a show that's about to start. And our whole idea was, how do we remove the technological barriers to make it as simple and easy as possible for both the buy and the supply side to enable these advanced television transactions.
So, can you give us an idea of how many networks you have access to?
So
insights
at launch, it has approximately 15 to 18 different networks, depending on how you classify a network and in what particular aspect that you do it with. Every particular broadcast network through the multiple open marketplace opportunities that exist out there will be available at scale. So you will literally be able to plan, buy, execute, and report on advanced audience-based opportunities against all the major networks at scale. The ability to do it in what we would call a private marketplace environment is restricted to only those who are allowing themselves to be identified in that private marketplace environment or in that environment in which they can be aggregated, and that's approximately 15 to 18 networks.
So you started with some select users and it opened up in early November, is that correct?
Correct. The idea was we want to get as much feedback as possible. We made the interface and the user experience as simple as possible, not too dissimilar to what I was describing earlier, the idea of making mobile applications for buying a concert ticket or for groceries as simple as possible. How do we make it so that you don't have to be an advanced television planner or buyer to actually come in here and do it? So that was a big part of our focus, opening up to people who wanted to try and understand how to use it. And then as we get more comfort on both the buy and sell sides, we'll open up to even more people.
So explain there are 3 KPIs, as I understand it, that you can choose from. You've got total impression delivery, total reach, and audience composition.
Right. So a lot of times, depending on your advertising objective, you may have a different key performance indicator for that objective. So sometimes people say, I just want to reach the largest percentage or the largest proportion of in-market automotive intenders that are out there. So that's what we call strategic audience concentration. Other people, and the traditional way that most of linear television planning and buying has occurred, is in maximizing unique, or what they call deduplicated reach across a particular target. So that's the idea of maximizing reach. And the third opportunity is, I need to go make sure that I get and reach this certain audience. I do care about concentration, I do care about unique reach, but I need to make sure that I get a total amount of weight or impressions against that, which is the idea of delivering a certain amount of volume. And there are 3 different KPIs, all slightly different, but addressing slightly different aspects of what a marketer may want to accomplish today. We have the ability to expand that KPI list into almost anything, but we wanted to start with what we thought were the 3 basic elements that TV planners today and how they've been looking at TV planning and buying over the past 50 years. We want to make sure that we nail those right from the get-go.
So is this a new innovation? This has not been done before?
Well, I think the big thing, so we have been licensing technology in an enterprise fashion. The big thing that's different is that we're basically offering this up for free access to advertisers. Now, if they choose to go in there and actually make a buy, they've got to go pay for the media and the data associated with that, and there's contracts between media and data providers. But historically, you needed to get involved in this very long enterprise services agreement. Each individual party had to identify and create contracts with every individual data provider and every individual media company. And what we're trying to do is say, can we just remove all that, allow people to come in, start seeing what's available, and then once they decide to transact, sure, the economics will flow. But let's not create all this incredible complexity to just get to the point where I can say, is there an opportunity to work together?
So how long have you folks been working on it? How long did this take to put
So
together?
the data-enabled television Go platform or application actually resides on top of the Videology core platform. So we've spent, give or take 10 years and over $150 million invested in the core Videology platform. This particular application that sits on top of it has been under development for the past 12 months.
And what's been the response so far?
The response has been great because most people have come to us and said, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Do you mean that I don't have to get involved? If you're a reasonably sized player, if you're the biggest players out there with massive amounts of capital, I'm referring to maybe the 4 broadcast networks and a few of the big cable networks and some of the biggest agency holding companies, for the most part, you have the wherewithal, economics, and resources to go after it into an enterprise license type of an agreement. But that leaves the vast majority of the marketplace still open for how do I go and make advanced TV happen? So our goal and our belief is that if we can rise the tide, all ships will rise. So we needed to bring something that made it so that even if you weren't the largest scale players on demand and supply, you too could participate in advanced television-based planning, buying, and execution.
So right now it's linear TV, but there's potential.
Yeah, we
for the
started with
future.
linear TV. We have the ability in our core platform to offer linear and beyond linear TV, cross-device and cross-channel solutions. In the future for the DETV Go application, which once again is free to access to the demand side, we will add additional capabilities and media channels, including not just digital, but the ability to do the cross-channel as well.